What are you doing?
Like, oh my god.
I don't even know what's going on.
And no bed bug. Hi there, Libra. This is your weekly reading for the week of November 23rd. Thank you so much for your patience while we figured out which channel these would be uploaded to, because you probably have noticed that all 700 plus videos are missing from my YouTube channel, Rita Yanez. So these videos are now going to live at Rita Yanez TV, and you'll see them populating the internet like you did before. So don't worry if you go to the wrong channel, it'll still send you to the right channel. With that in mind, it had nothing to do with YouTube. It was not any kind of a Google product glitch. I love Google. Everything they do is amazing. They love to teach. I love to learn, and they'll work with you and help you figure out a lot out. So this has nothing to do with them. It was separately a tool that we'll talk to you about next year, that actually the opportunity to basically experiment with it and review it fell into my lap. And so we decided it was worth giving it a try to see what would happen and to find out if the rumors are true. And so actually that's what we did. But even though I was going in fully aware I was the guinea pig, I also realized that I was naive. I didn't think anything would happen to my videos. And then in the middle of using the tool to try to make some adjustments, I issued a command and poof, there went the videos. And I couldn't believe it happened right in front of me. So with that said, let's move right along. On Monday, we have the Emperor card. So this is a card that indicates that your father, whether biological or it's a brother who steps in as the father figure, or a grandparent or any other father figure, is present with you and or helping you through things. And if you have a dead parent, then if your dad is not here and he's in a different dimension, could be you thinking about your dad, as the Emperor does often indicate some association with the father, thoughts of the father, and or the father trying to come through to give you some love and some advice. And that would be beautiful too, wouldn't it? Tuesday, we have the Six of Wands in reverse. So you may be like, well, I don't want to have to go to visit this relative. I don't want to have to do that thing. I really wanted to eat Thanksgiving dinner with my best friend or my boyfriend, whatever it was. And you still had to do what the authority figures said you had to do. And that's okay, because that's just part of the process of learning how to function even in situations that we don't want to be a part of. We have to not be disrespectful at the same time, even though there could be people that disrespect us or cast aside our feelings, our opinions on a matter, until you're 18 and in college. What do you have? You just have to deal with the parameters of the constraints that other people set for you. It's not impossible to do. I lived through it, though I do admit very barely. Very barely. I was unhappy a lot. Let me tell you something. On Wednesday, we have the Three of Swords in reverse, and this is a card that indicates not necessarily a heartache, but more likely with you guys and not the adults. It does indicate some difficulty in a romantic relationship or in a very close friendship, that you thought so-and-so was your friend and so was he or she, and then it almost is an apparent like rejection. But I guarantee you it's not what it appears to be, and you'll get more information as you go along. So I don't want you to get all upset and start dishing out the disses, in text messages or in Instagram posts or whatever you do. Don't do it. It's not even worth it, because this will blow over and you'll be the one wishing that you hadn't said the things you did. So even if it is a funky kind of Gemini full moon, this is not an easy full moon. This is a creepy full moon. It's being stared down by Saturn and the sun in opposition to it. And then we've got the Neptune, Saturn square, just kind of creaking again, almost like the bones of the skeleton in the closet. So don't let it become a thing. Even if that full moon is uncomfortable, let's just not dwell on it. Let's listen to music, let's draw, let's read, let's post, but not necessarily about the things going on. Think about the positive things that are going on. Thursday, the Ace of Wands is excellent for you guys because it indicates a real creative streak, a real sense that a new part of your life is going to begin, a new sense of dreaming and wishing and thinking and being hopeful about the future because you might have been down for a few days. And remember, the future is a complete, giant, big, slimy oyster. There could be a pearl inside, so you have to go looking for it, right? The oyster doesn't surface and open up and give us a pill, just like it does in some cartoons. It's not like that. Friday with the Seven of Wands in reverse, you're feeling like you're a little overwhelmed, and it could be that you are bouncing back and forth because of custody issues or the parents or the grandparent, or you have to be there and you can't be there and you really wanted to be with this friend and you're like, this is just too overwhelming. Well, yeah, touche. It probably is, so try to not let it become a thing. On Saturday, we have the Eight of Swords, and here, more than likely, you guys, more than the adults, are going to feel a little bit penned in, like you just can't do what you want to do. They're not letting you do what you want to do. Maybe you want to go see a movie this weekend, and your parents are like, yeah, no, we have relatives over. You can't go right now. And you're like, what? Just don't even say a word, because if you get all pissed off, what are they going to do? Probably yank your valuables, your cell phone, your computer, your internet, your tablet, your thing, your this, your that, your friendships, restriction, time out. So let's not risk it just for a few moments of venting. Scream into a pillow, draw some ugly pictures or something, and then get rid of them, tear them into a million pieces. On Sunday, we have the World card upright. That indicates things are going to wrap themselves up nicely for you, that this is just a cycle, just like anything else. There is a season, there's a time for everything. There is days when we're on the upside and days when we're on the downside. And it's okay, because in the end, it will all make sense. And Libra, who better to make sense of it for us than you?